Okay, so this time my lab was pretty interesting. It took a lot of detailed time to do to try to get the right solution, dilution levels. Once I finished that piece of it, it seemed to go along fairly well. I was surprised at some of the outcomes myself personally, but again, I didn't have a classroom. It was that, of course, always makes it a little difficult. But one of the things that I did learn from this time was I'm finding myself a little bit easier working in front of the camera. That's one thing. Even I think it would be easier if I actually had people out there. Uh, I tried really hard to follow the 16 tips from Llewellyn on questioning to encourage inquiry. I did find myself periodically going back to old habits, and that's just something that I have to work with. But awareness, I believe, is the best in the beginning, and then you just work with it. I did try many things in my own classroom, like pacing, not answering the question, just give me the answer type things, and hopefully I'll be able to integrate it a little bit better in the future. The spreadsheet was another thing. I have very, very little experience working with Microsoft Excel or any spreadsheet, for a matter of fact, that has to do with technology. And I'll have to work a little bit more on that. I find myself getting confused with having the columns add up and using the equations. To do that, I briefly took a course undergraduate with Microsoft programming, but it was quite a while ago, and it really didn't resonate very well with me, I guess. And I guess if you don't use something, you're going to lose it, right? But other than that, I believe that my videos, there's going to be several of them. I had a little technical difficulty with my phone. It kept stopping and starting, and every time it made a new video, and I ended up with 4 or 5 3 to 4 minute videos, which altogether I think is just a little bit too much. So I'm placing 2 of them up there. One of them has more detail working with the spreadsheet. The other one actually is looking at the items that we checked for glucose levels, foods, and also there's the lecture part that I did at the college using PowerPoint on sugar. And what was interesting about that piece is that I really felt better with a regular standing camera. That's the camera that we used in athletics to look at the students as they're playing, the athletes, so they can go back and observe their performance. And that was a lot easier to work with, and I felt more comfortable with that, and in the future possibly do that a little bit more with videotaping ourselves. So I hope everything is not too... let's notice there was strobing lights again on the background. I don't know why that happens to me when I was filming. So I hope you enjoy my lab and don't eat too much sugar.